doing though, after they made a huge name for themselves in sandals, and then the slippers were very popular, they realized that, okay, well, what happens when it's not sandal season for the lion's share of people in the country? What about spring? What about fall? What about, heck, even if you wore these with tights in winter? This is a traditional closed-in, closed-toe shoe, AKA a ballet flat. And so they started getting into this category within footwear, hugely popular. And by the way, I do want to call out, in this case, you guys in the brand new, Surin is what it's called. You have taken on one of the most notoriously nasty shoe silhouettes.
Yep.
I know Audrey Hepburn made them famous in a bunch of her movies, zip-zapping around in cute little ballet flats.
One of the most popular shoe silhouettes, but one of the least comfortable. Least comfortable, least supportive.
Well, because there's really not, in typical fashion, a lot of room in the outsole to put anything in there that helps you, because there's very little to the shoe. So it bears noting that this is one of the greatest renovations of a classic silhouette that's been around for ages. It's totally new and on easy pay on your screen. It is leather, so I call that out so that you know that and also understand why the price tag's a little bit more. And let me take you through colors, because I love the nude. Now these are going to be whole and half sizes, so you can customize the fit.
Medium width, they are a true medium as well. So if you do have a wider foot, this probably isn't going to be the style for you. We've just made these in medium fit only. So medium, even a slightly narrower foot type.
Pewter is already going very, very quickly.
That's a beautiful colour, yeah.
I know, I agree. And then you have black.
That's right, and look, I think the the perforated, upper on this too is going to be fantastic for the summer, because it's still going to allow your foot to breathe. And leather's natural, so it's going to breathe pretty well anyway. But you've got a great looking style here. I just want to show you a cutaway. I mean, we've got here a regular sort of ballet flat, so that's the same, very similar sort of silhouette. But when I turn around this way, that's what you're getting underneath the foot. Something that's completely flat, offering no support whatsoever. But if I just sort of contrast that with what you're getting here with the Surin, so again, very, very similar looking silhouettes, but what's the difference? It's this podiatrist design technology. So I can remove this orthotic insert, and look at that. Look at that orthotic technology that's built in. And as I said earlier, we engineer all of our footwear around our orthotic technology. That's why we're able to fit an orthotic into something that is so cute, so streamlined, such a beautiful, classic looking ballet flat. And really, it's what we're on a mission as a brand to really change the landscape of comfort footwear and orthotic footwear, because oftentimes when you think about it, comfort footwear, people will think it's black and brown, sits down the back of the store hiding because it ain't that pretty. But what we've got here is beautiful, stylish footwear, but with this podiatrist design technology built in.
And I have to say, the fact that they're leather and the fact that they have these little geometric cutouts or perforations or laser cut details, it's so funny, because I was just talking to a guest who, I can't remember who it was, but yesterday on Sean Says Accessorize, we were comparing notes before the show, and she was saying, oh yeah, I was looking at Nordstrom's or some department store that's, emails out their style guide for spring and just chronicles the trends that are really happening in fashion and footwear. And don't you know, but laser cutouts were a big, big look. So as you just said, I mean, this does not read as orthotic footwear. It reads as very relevant to now in fashion. Yeah,
I mean, to have a look at that silhouette there, I mean, you wouldn't think that this is orthotic-based footwear. And what also strikes me, and I've been talking a lot about the science here, but what strikes me is how beautiful and soft this leather is. You've got that stunning little bow detail. And another really cool comfort feature is this binding we've put around the edge there. So when you do go through that walking motion, that's going to feel almost like slipping into a slipper.
Yep.
It's going to be, it's not going to pinch. It's not that hard leather that's right next to the edges of what's going to be against your foot there. So when you go through the walking motion, that's going to have a little bit of give around there, so nothing's going to dig in. So we've really built this for comfort and style.
Okay, we're gonna go over to Amy.
Yeah.
Warning. We have like less than 700 remaining. This is one of those brand spanking new spring 2016 styles that you're benefiting by really learning about and seeing and ordering now, because this is the first anyone at QVC or elsewhere really is getting a glimpse and a chance to get this home and on the easy pay.
Yeah.
What are we going to show on Amy?
So we're going to have a look at Amy again from the front here, and you can see here the lines we've drawn along Amy's foot. Now I'd like to use both Amy and Kylene, because they both pronate to different levels. So Amy's not a really severe pronator, but again, even as someone with not as bad a pronation, you can still see that there is that misalignment quite clearly, and you can see there, especially running from the toes to the ankle, that misalignment's still there. But if you're looking at Amy just now, you think, oh, that line is pretty straight, but look at where it should be. You can see there now with my hand supporting Amy's foot, you can see how nice and straight that line has become. But when I let it go, that misalignment's returning. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the orthotic insert. I'm just going to put this underneath Amy's foot. And there we go. So as soon as her foot is on that podiatrist design technology, you can see how that foot has aligned absolutely beautifully. And even just very carefully, I'm just going to turn you around to the side. And there you can see, that's a great shot to show just how that orthotic technology is really coming up underneath Amy's foot and really supporting the foot. So now no longer is that foot rolling over to try and meet the ground, rather now the ground's coming up to meet the foot. But it's all done like that in such a beautiful, cute ballet flat.
Well, and the funny thing that it's so cute, I love, Colleen is in the pewter, which is going fast. You're about to see the nude, adorable. You know, you typically think that if you have to put in an orthotic to the ballet flat, then really where you're going to see the orthotic is the sole, the outsole, and the width of it has to be increased so that suddenly now you have a ballet flat that looks less like a cute little Gidget skimmer.
It looks more
and
like a shoebox.
more like a shoe.
Exactly.
And so that's why I think what you guys have achieved here is just near magic. Okay, so on the screen, flashing colors, sizes limited, whole and half. Stay on the phone lines for your easy pay on Surin.
And it is a true medium as well. So if you do have a slightly wider foot type, this probably isn't going to be for you, but it is fitting true to size.
Only about 600 remain. I have to share with you that my #1 favorite thing in the show is coming up next. And a lot of times when you have a favorite, like, you know, it costs a little bit more, or this is actually a clearance opportunity, which also is not normally that common in Vionic. And it's completely awesome. The only thing you should know is when it's gone, it's gone. It's never coming back. It's a style that's being retired.